so it's really, really vital that we strengthen the glutes of the post-baby client. Really important that we strengthen the glutes. This aids then optimal position of the pelvis, and then obviously this aids optimal function of the pelvic floor. But one of the things that can hinder glute strength is tight hip flexors. Okay, so we need to release the hip flexors. So we've got a standing version of this movement where we release the whole front line and we incorporate the arm lines. And here we'll do a kneeling version. So we'll come down into a kneeling position. And obviously this is for people without sensitive knees. So we come down into the kneeling position, and actually I'll just swap legs so you can see. And this back leg, then you actually just move it so that it's slightly inverted. Okay, we then rock the pelvis under, and then in a dynamic fashion, we use the heels of the hands to push upwards, driving the hips forward, and then moving ourselves into extension. So I'll do it again. And return. Pushing the hips forward, going into extension and return. Hips forward, push into extension and return. Hips forward, push into extension and return. And then obviously you'll change legs. So that's a dynamic hip flexor release. This next release is called the standing frontline release, and it's a great multitasker for releasing and bringing energy to the whole of the front line, including the hip flexors. So we come into, let me just pop that glider out of the way, we come into normal stance, we then take a foot back, so we go into the split stance. Now, the key thing is that we have the arm lines and the front line, and when we sort of put palms to ceiling and then go into extension, we then incorporate the arm lines into the front line and really add our bang for buck. We then need to push the hips forward as we're working in a dynamic fashion to really bring the energy and the release to these deep hip flexors. So I'll do it in real time. I'll do it front on and then change to the side. So we're here, and remember my arms, I'm going palms to ceiling and back. So we're here and push. And obviously we keep it lovely and rhythmical and dynamic. And I'm just going to show you the side version of this while I'm in this position, then show the side position. So then we come back, and we've got that wonderful sense of release all the way in the front line. Palms are up, and I'm in extension. And then from there, I'm like waving. Hi! Okay, so I've brought it side to side. Again, bringing dynamic movement into the deep hip flexors, and also you'll get the adductors as well. Okay, and return. So we step back, drive the heels of the hands up, into extension, feel that beautiful release, and then we take it side to side. Great. Okay, so I'll turn around and then we'll do it this way so you can have a good idea. So we're here, step back into split stance, bring the heels of the palms up, and then let's do it dynamically. And then wave. So we can alternate the legs. And take it gently. Even though you're working dynamically, don't rush into it. It's all about feeling that release, really feeling what you're energizing and what you're freeing. So that's the front line release. We've added in arm lines to that, and really feeling the release all the way through the front line, but especially in those deep flexors of the hip here. Okay? I hope you love that, because I really love that. It's one of my favorites.